Have you guys seen the movie The Road with the Cormac McCarthy movie? The book turned into the movie. You know how the dad's pushing the shopping cart with the son and everything, and they come across those people that eat other humans because there's no food. And Jim Bakker is worried that the world is heading that direction, and he thinks that Houston is something that pointed us to it. So let's have him have some fake crying and stuff. And it's like
there's so many pets in the United States, and I love pets. Everyone who knows me knows that I'm a sweetie when it comes to pets. Like, I lose my shit.
I will eat a box turtle.
There are so many pets in the United States before we need to eat people. Like, so many, you guys.
Yeah, look at that animal shelter that you're just going to kill the animals anyway. So lots of protein piled from ceiling to floor there. I know it's terrible, but it's just how it is.
Don't eat animals. Eat animals, but eat the right animals. Like cows.
It's funny how, like, if you guys seen that billboard where it's like, where does the line start between pet and like food and something like that?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I look at that sign, I'm like, depending on the situation, what line?
Yeah. Oh, like, you get me hungry enough, I could probably compromise a lot of those.
Yeah. And I've honestly thought, because
horse before cat.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, because there are countries that eat horse, but we're one of the ones that doesn't for some reason. Where it's like
because of our privilege.
Yeah.
A lot of countries won't target cats because cats are actually just good for disease control.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and dogs are useful for a lot of things.
And cats are probably stringy too.
They're probably not great.
I feel like there's a song about this in Sweeney Todd.
Probably.
Something about how they don't make good meat for pies or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So anyway, sorry. We're off in our own little world again because we don't want to do Jim Bakker. Because we don't want to talk to Jim Bakker.
I'll do things on this show. We won't talk about anything but what we don't want to find.
Exactly. So Jim, here we go. Jim Bakker is sitting there with Lori Baker, and she's got this look on her face like, don't make me eat this shit again, Jim. Please don't make me.
I've been so lambasted for the last few years by the saints, by Christian people.
He's doing finger quotes there, but he's doing it wrong. He's doing like hook fingers like this. He's doing like air quotes like this.
He's doing one finger in each hand. That's not quote.
That's I'm a raptor.
That's not quote.
That's
you do
fucking Jim.
Two fingers.
That's
and you're mimicking the quotation on a sentence.
Right.
For emphasis.
There's no excuse. There is absolutely no excuse because even a T-Rex can do the quotes correctly.
Yeah. And the funny thing is like, he's not going after like the atheist anymore. He's going after Christians that don't like him. So that just makes you think, boy, he is not loved by hardly anybody.
No.
Like, because he doesn't get love from us. I mean, I'd probably give him a hug and shake his hand and be like, you're a terrible human being. But at the same time,
I wouldn't. I would look him in his face and go, "Oh, you're disgusting. You're a monster.
You raped somebody. That's right. I forgot about that. Don't rape me, Jim. Don't grab me by the pussy, please."
Yeah.
God damn it.
And they said, "Oh, Jim, you just have such lack of faith, telling people to prepare." Well, you know what? In Houston, Mondo?
Yes, sir.
There wasn't any difference between the Christian house and the sinner house.
None. Both destroyed.
Interesting.
That should tell you something there.
Yeah.
Almost like there is no God.
How dare you?
Wow. Interesting. All right, that's fine.
If you could quantify the whole God thing, and you know how you guys prayed really hard for it not to come towards you, but it still came for you anyway. Oh, God's teaching us a lesson.
Hey, I'm gonna fuck y'all's houses up real good. I don't care if you're a sinner or not a sinner. If you're a Christian, I'm testing you. If you're a sinner, I'm punishing you.
Fucking God, I swear.
Weird how that works.
Yeah.
The Bible says a fool sees trouble coming and doesn't prepare. Basically, that's a Bakker paraphrase, but that's what it says.
Well, in these.
Okay, so what he's trying to say.
Bakker
paraphrase from Proverbs 22:3, where it says, "The wise see danger ahead and avoid it, but fools keep going and get into trouble."
Oh, so anyone who was affected by the hurricane is a fool then.
Oh, clearly.
He's trying to, once again trying to co-opt the Aesop's fable here. The grasshopper and the fucking the ant and the grasshopper story.
Yeah, the ant and the grasshopper.
Because there are industrious species on this planet that do prepare all the goddamn time, but they also don't have any fun.
Yeah.
True.
So
it's a balance. You got to be both a grasshopper and an ant.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's
exactly.
This is, we have to remember the Bible also says it rains on the just and the unjust.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
then why
the fuck does it rain?
It doesn't.
It's almost like there's natural weather patterns. It's almost like
those random.
You have to be prepared for anything.
And I mean, you ought to read what's coming in the last days. Mm-hmm. But in perilous times, they do crazy things. Mm. And then to have the food. Do you know what? I've cried so much over Houston.
Just walk away, and there will be an end to the horror.
Because I saw wonderful people.
Fucking faker.
With everything gone. I mean, everything gone. You don't understand everything. You don't understand living in darkness unless you've lived in darkness.
You don't.
And they will kill each other, eat each other, steal everything from each other.
That got dark fast.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not what happens. Like, we have studies on this. We know what happens in disasters. People bind together. Yeah,
we're not going to go all fucking alive football team, or we're not going to go Soylent Green, or
Okay, here's the problem I have with all those apocalyptic theories where they're like, they turned on eating each other. Okay, there are cannibalistic societies. They are not because they were out of food. They are.
That did happen in New England. That did happen in New England, though. Remember when we found the charnel pit where they had the people in the town that they did cook up, for the hard winter?
That Jonestown or something like that?
It's something like that. It's not the Jonestown, but it's like one that happened to the East Coast. So
are instances
we're talking
here and there, but like
we're talking Donner Party out of necessity kind of thing.
Like
extreme necessity. Yeah.
But like in a city, no. They bind together and then they share resources. That's what people do. The reason that you're finding like isolated incidents, because those were isolated populations where they couldn't access anything. Those are very, very, very intensely rare. Cannibalistic societies where they are cannibalistic in society. Those are usually done out of a ritual sense.
Yeah.
They are not
very respectful.
They're not necessity. They are either they're either magic to absorb their enemy's power, or they're magic to honor their dead. It's a weird thing, but humans are weird and do weird shit all the time. But those are not like out of like not like losing their minds.
We are a wacky species.
We are a wacky species, but they didn't like just like turn on each other. It wasn't like chaos. It was actually very ordered. It was crazy, but it was ordered crazy. It wasn't just madness. Why are you crying, Jim?
Further homework for everybody is to go watch Cannibal the Musical.
Oh god!
Exactly.
Or save yourself some time and don't. That's terrible advice.
Okay, they could watch Sweeney Todd because that's just as good.
There you go. That's better.
Sweeney Todd.
There are much better cannibal,
much better cannibal stories out there.
Cannibal themed entertainment.
No,
he's crying. Jim is crying because not enough people bought his food buckets, and now they're regretting it.
Let me tug on heartstrings.
No, they're not.
Hey,
they're not regretting it.
You know what I have more of in my preparedness stuff than I have of food? Potable water. Potable water.
Water. Yeah. Water. You can go a lot longer without food than you can water. You need water.
Yeah. Water is what you need to worry about. I mean, especially as we're seeing with fucking Puerto Rico right now. Like, they're starting to get cholera and shit because there's no fresh water. It's just, shit's getting bad.
I have filtration devices.
Yeah, you gotta get a couple of those magic straws. The ones that you can...
Ooh, those are neat, aren't they?
Those are great.
Yeah, those are good.
Boil your water for 12 minutes.
I have water treatment tablet.
Yep. I
have ways to make water drinkable, and that's going to be more important than freeze-dried, dehydrated.
What the fuck am I going to do with freeze-dried food if I don't have water?
Exactly. Yeah. You can't just like sprinkle it into your mouth and be like, okay.
Well, I mean, I guess you probably could if you were desperate, and that's what you would wind up doing.
Food, so many other things. Yeah. Because I'm not going to waste my water on freeze-dried food.
Yeah, like my neighbors. Yeah. I can't wait to. They probably have this really good marbled meat that I can't wait to get.
Americans are fat.
Americans are fat.
You don't want to go for the obese ones, though. You want to go for just in the BMI scale, the overweight ones.
I am going to go for the obese ones because I'm going to render them and make candles.
Oh my god, so true. Yeah. And that'll fix our hygiene problems. Candles. Candles, we need the candles.
Wow, we went down a different route on that one.
Yeah. You guys love our show.
All right, Jim.
Love our show.
And that's what the Bible warns about.
Not really.
It's like he lost his place there at the very end of. He's like, I had this great thing go. Fucking words.
Christian show. Bible.
Bible. So
right. Actually, buy my food buckets because of Jesus.
Because cannibalism. If you don't buy food buckets, you're going to have to eat your neighbors.
Mm-hmm. And, none of us really like our neighbors. So,
no. Well, and wasn't it?
No. My mom's neighbor is delightful.
I think it was a Shakespeare insult where they're like saying that if you were to render her candles would last through the winter or something like that. It was from... I think it was in Comedy of Errors, I think is what it was. Yeah,
that sounds very Shakespeare. And
that was,
mean. That's just a mean thing to say, Shakespeare.
Bill was fucking fierce when he came. He was insulting like a motherfucker in his book.
Real good at that shit.
All right, that's all we got for Jim Bakker.
Okay.
Fuck you very much, sir.
Yeah. Fuck you and your food buckets. Fuck you with your food buckets.
Yeah, because you can buy the food buckets that he supplies, but he just slaps his label on. For
like a third of the price.
A lot less than that.
Yeah. Or better yet, go buy an empty bucket with a lid and put one together for yourself.
Put a bunch of rice. Rice keeps for a long fucking time.
Rice keeps for a really long time.
Beans keep for a long
jerky.
time.
Cheese.
I mean,
you get yourself a good aged cheese. That's just not going bad.
Yeah,
you can get a lot of charcuterie where you can,
put stuff in that bucket that isn't food that you're gonna need.
Toilet paper.
Gauze.
Yes. Toilet paper, gauze.
Soap.
Soap is a good
regular
one.
Regular old soap is great.
A couple knives, some multi-tools.
Because let me tell you,
something to.
I'm stupid enough to run Ragnar every once in a while, and let me tell you, after being crammed in a van with 6 other people for like 2.5, pretty much 2.5 days, when you get that shower where you actually get to use soap and you get to clean off your dirty ass, and it is orgasmic. That shower that you get after being messy and gross like that. So just imagine just the creature comfort that came from if somebody's in Houston right now or in Puerto Rico and they finally get a chance to not be in panic survival mode where they get to actually be a human being, how much that means to somebody, And also if you can hand them a nice dried pepperoni stick or something like that instead of them having to eat garbage. Probably been
pepperoni salami.
Get a whole bunch of cured meats. That'll keep in a bucket for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Get your cured meats. Vacuum
Parmigiano Reggianos. Yeah, because Parmigiano Reggiano's never going bad.
Yeah.
If it molds, fuck it. Cut that mold off. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's Parm Reg. Fine.
Eat it with a fucking grin on your face. Eat that mold.
It's still delicious, and it's got all the protein in it.
Yeah. Except you could also use it as a home defense weapon as well because that fucker's heavy. That wheel. Put it on a high shelf and somebody opens your door and they don't mean to come in, just hit them with it. It'll take their fucking head off.
That's an 80-pound wheel of cheese.
It's fucking heavy.
You're dead. You are dead.
Yeah, it's like watching Home Alone, realizing that, Marv and the other guy would have
they
been
would
dead
die so quick. Yeah.
So
multiple times over.
They actually had us watch the several of those scenes from Home Alone in my EMT class, and they're like, "How many times are they dead?" And we're like, "Like a lot."
And for me,
no, stepping on the tacks on the stairs, that wouldn't kill you, but that's not good. It's not good. You're not walking.
Out of that whole event of things that happens on that movie, and I don't mean to go down this rabbit hole because we need to wrap it up, but him stepping on that nail still makes my fucking stomach turn every goddamn year I see this movie.
I can't actually rewatch the movie because I just watch it in horror going,
like, this kid is an evil motherfucker. Why wouldn't he just be like, "Oh no,
Saw.
bad guys are after me. I need to get out of here," or call the cops.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And he's like, "No, I am going to torture them. It's Saw. It is Saw."
The kid grew up to be Jigsaw.
That's it.
Kevin McAllister, Portrait of a Serial Killer. He gets his own fucking Netflix series, and then Sufjan Stevens makes a song about him. Oh, the future we could have had. But no, we're in the shitty dimension now.
We're in the shitty dimension.
It's the negative zone. We're in the phantom shit zone.
C187 version of Earth.
God damn it.
Oh my god. The fucking Rick and Morty references I could throw at this show. Anyway, that's it. That's it for Jim Bakker.
Galaxy.